All English Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of All English Podcast. Today, we are going on a long and exciting journey together, a journey that takes us deep inside one of the most powerful tools in English, something that helps you imagine the future, talk about your dreams, explain your regrets, describe possibilities, and even express emotions in a very natural way. Today, we're talking about conditionals. Yes, the famous if sentences that everyone knows, but very few people really master. So relax, maybe grab some tea or coffee, and let's learn English in the most fun and simple way. I promise that by the end of this episode, you will understand conditionals like a native speaker. Let's begin. What are conditionals? Conditionals are sentences that talk about a condition and a result. We usually have two parts. One part is the if part, the condition. The other part is the main part, the result. For example, if you study, you will improve. If it rains, we stay home. Simple idea, right? But in English, we have different types that change the meaning. We can talk about real situations, unreal imaginary situations, regrets, advice, or even impossible dreams. Today, we learn all of them, slowly, clearly, with many examples and fun stories. Zero conditional is used for facts that are always true. It is also used for habits and general rules. The form is if plus present simple, present simple. For example, if you heat water, it boils. If people don't sleep, they feel tired. If I drink too much coffee, I get nervous. If my cat sees food, she runs to the kitchen. A short story to help you remember. Imagine a robot named Lyra. Lyra has a very logical mind. She only talks in zero conditional because everything for her is a rule. Lyra says, if I don't charge my battery, I stop working. If humans hear music, they start dancing. If the sun rises, the day begins. Zero conditional is for facts and rules. The first conditional talks about real possibilities in the future, things that can happen. It is practical, useful, and very common in daily conversations. The form is if plus present simple, will plus verb. For example, if it rains tomorrow, I'll stay home. If I finish my work early, I'll watch a movie. If you study English every day, you'll improve very fast. If you message me later, I'll send you the notes. Short dialogue example. Anna says, if you come to my party tonight, I'll bake a cake for you. Mark says, really? Anna says, if you don't come, I'll eat the cake alone. We use first conditional for plans, promises, warnings, and predictions. Second conditional. This one is one of the most beautiful and emotional conditionals. It talks about situations that are unlikely or imaginary right now. The form is if plus past simple, would plus verb. For example, if I had $1 million, I would travel the world. If I lived in Japan, I would eat sushi every day. If you studied more, you would feel more confident. If she knew the truth, she would be shocked. Notice that we are not talking about the past. We only use past simple to show unreality. A short story. Imagine you dream at night. You say, if I were a bird, I would fly over the ocean. If I were invisible, I would sneak into concerts for free. If I were a wizard, I would turn my homework into a butterfly. We often use if I were instead of if I was. This sounds more natural and traditional in English. Third conditional. This conditional is emotional, deep, and connected to regrets. We use it to talk about the past that didn't happen, but we imagine a different result. The form is If plus had plus past participle, would have plus past participle. Examples. If I had studied, I would have passed the exam. If she had left earlier, she would have caught the train. If they had invited me, I would have joined the party. If we had known about the sale, we would have bought more. Short emotional mini scene. Tom says, if I had remembered her birthday, she would have been so happy. Mark says, bro, next time set an alarm. We use it for regret, guilt, missed opportunities. Mixed conditionals express a past condition with a present result, or a present condition with a past result. Type 1, past condition, present result. If I had studied medicine, I would be a doctor now. Type 2, present condition, past result. If I were smarter, I would have solved the problem earlier. More examples. If she had practiced more, she would be confident now. If he knew the password, he would have fixed the computer yesterday. If they didn't live so far away, they would have visited us last night. Mixed conditionals make your English sound very advanced. Let's look at other conditionals we use every day. Unless means if not. Unless you hurry, you'll miss the bus. As long as means only if. You can stay here as long as you are quiet. In case means because you think something might happen. Take an umbrella in case it rains. Even if shows contrast. Even if it rains, I'll go to the gym. When acts like if for repeated situations. When I'm stressed, I listen to music. Let's have some fun with practice stories. Story 1. The Magical Coffee Shop. If you order a cappuccino, the cup sings a song. If you ask for sugar, the spoon dances. If you complain, the chair gently walks away. Story 2. The Time Machine Mistake. If I press this red button, the machine starts. If I press the blue button, I go to the future. If I press both, I don't know what will happen. Story 3. The Lazy Student. If he studies, he will pass. If he studied every day, he would feel better now. If he had studied last year, he would have a great job today. This story connects all conditionals together. Let's practice conditionals in real-life situations. Weather. If it gets cold tonight, I'll wear my jacket. Health. If I drink water regularly, I feel better. Travel. If I had more vacation days, I would visit Europe. Relationships. If she had told me earlier, I would have helped her. Money. If I save money every month, I'll buy a new laptop. Dreams. If I lived by the beach, I would swim every morning. Now I'll say a sentence and you think of the result. If you wake up late tomorrow, maybe you'll miss the bus. If you were a superhero, maybe you would fly or read minds. If you had known about the meeting, maybe you would have joined us. If I ask you now, are conditionals easy? Maybe you'll say yes. If you believe in yourself, you'll grow. If you practice every day, you'll reach your goals. If you learn from mistakes, you'll become unstoppable. If you keep going, success will follow you. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, you'll love our other English lessons. Remember, if you keep practicing, your English will become more and more natural. So keep going. I'll see you in the next episode.